Hey guys, it's Chad here from C&R Reviews. We're doing another comparison video, and I know if you've been watching all the comparison videos you get sick of them. What we're trying to do is basically give you a good idea on what is out there, what you can compare some of these guns with. And what we're doing today is we have the Smith&Wesson BODYGUARD 380. Comes with a little laser on it, insight laser. And we're comparing it to the Smith&Wesson M&P SHIELD 9mm. Now, some of you may say that these are not comparable guns, and you're right as far as caliber goes. They are two entirely different calibers. A lot of people will say the 380 is a 9mm short, but what you're gaining and what you're losing to go to that, you're actually losing some speed. The bullet itself is going to be a lot slower than what a 9mm round was going to go through compared to the 380. But let's say you have the BODYGUARD and you want to upgrade to a small 9mm, or you have the SHIELD or something similar and you want to downgrade or upgrade, however you want to see it, to something that's smaller, something that's going to be a little bit more concealable, maybe a pocket carry. I like to call these guys ultra carries because they are so many. Let's go over real quick features between these two because they're very similar. Smith&Wesson does they basically did the same thing on both these guns. You have an exterior safety on the M&P SHIELD here. Up means safe, it locks the trigger. Down means fire. It's a decent safety. You have a really nice trigger pull on this gun. Let's go ahead and rack it, and we'll show you. You can see there's a little bit of take up, and then a nice clean crisp break. You see the poundage of the trigger is around 6.5 pounds. Comes with really nice combat sights. They're full-size combat sights. Nice bullet indicator there. All around beautiful gun. It's going to be a great pocket gun. You can put it in your shorts pocket. It's not too big for that. If you feel that it's too big for that, it's a good hip holster gun. It comes with 2 magazines. One of them has extended base plate. Let's say you like to run with an extended base plate on there. 8 rounds. There you go. Be perfect. I've been carrying it in my jacket pocket with this extended one, and it kind of just melts away. It also comes with a 7-round flat base plate. Can't quite get full 3 fingers on there, but it's pretty close. And I've carried it also with this one, and it just melts away. So far I've been really pleasantly surprised with the size. I have not weighed this gun loaded yet. Unloaded weight, which I don't like to give out all the time because you don't carry a gun unloaded, but it's around 19 ounces. That's what Smith&Wesson's saying. Has a nice scallops on the slide. Gives you a nice positive feel when you have to charge the weapon. Now, do you need to use that safety? You know what? It's your decision. I think the trigger is heavy enough that if you forego the safety, you're going to be just fine. If you want to run with the safety, you just have to make sure that you train with it. So, that is the M&P SHIELD. Now, let's move on to the Smith&Wesson BODYGUARD 380. Like I said, it's built almost identical when it comes to the safeties. You have the exterior safety here. It's a little bit harder to push up actually than the M&P. But if you're going to use that exterior safety, you want to make sure that you train dropping that with your thumb, and you want to make sure you actually train with this. Do you need that safety on this BODYGUARD? Well, the BODYGUARD has a really heavy trigger. So if you want to forego using that safety, you can do so. Let's go and show you that trigger. I mean, you can see there's a long take back and then a break. It is double action. As you can see, you don't have to charge the gun, it just keeps firing. Takedown levers are pretty similar, as you can see on that one. It does have an external laser, which some people like, some people don't like. If it's mechanical, it's going to break eventually, or it's going to fail on you. It's inevitable. It's electronics. Bullet indicator, the same. Combat sights, but they're not dotted. That's okay. They're still effective. If you check out the accuracy comparison between this and the SIG P238, Ryan was incredibly accurate with the gun. Even though I actually had a little bit of trouble with the trigger, I'm not too fond of it, but it still functioned great. It comes with 2 magazines, 2 6-rounders. They both have little extended base plates on them. Both of them do. And when you put that in the gun, you can fit 2 fingers on there. Do you need that extended base plate? You almost kind of do with this, even to fit the 2. You can maybe get a little bit of your pinky on there if you really wanted to, but a 380's recoil is a little bit more manageable than even what a 9mm recoil, even though 9mm is not that bad either. Let's talk about size differences between these two. As you guys can see, this is actually humorous too, I'm sorry. Got this little tiny 380 versus this subcompact that's really tiny, but it looks gigantic. As you guys can see, the 380 is significantly thinner. This slide, if you put them up together, significantly shorter. The grips, if you guys can see this, even with the extended mag or flat base plate, that 380 BODYGUARD is going to be significantly smaller. So what are you losing and what are you gaining? Well, if you go to if you're switching from a 9mm subcompact and you go to a 380, you're going to lose a little bit of capacity. You're also going to lose, the 380 round is going to be a little bit less effective. Is it going to be effective at close distances? Yes, it is. It should be just fine as a defensive round. You're going to lose the effectiveness when you go to further distances. Is it going to penetrate as far as the 9mm? Well, 9mm is traveling faster, so no, the 9mm is going to penetrate further in. Now, if you're trading to go to a larger size weapon and you're going to go with the M&P, what are you gaining? You're gaining the capacity to be able to go to a little bit higher velocity round, a little bit more capacity. Still a single stack mag though, it's not a double stack. So you're going with 7 or 8 rounds, but you're getting a bigger gun that's going to be a tad bit harder to conceal. If you've been using this as a pocket carry, that's fantastic. It's going to be perfect. This guy, you're not going to be able to pocket carry as easily. Now, I've tossed it in my shorts pocket. It's done just fine. The difference will be is if you have some pants or you're walking around in dress pants, you're going to be able to conceal this guy. You may not be able to conceal him without a little hip holster or something. So guys, that's a real quick comparison. Let's talk about price actually before we end the video, because I think price is super important between these two. They're almost identical. $370. I've seen this guy go anywhere between $330, and that was an after Thanksgiving sale, all the way up to $400 and some odd dollars. $420, $410. It's not unusual to find it for that price. So you want to make sure that you look around. You're going to find it for probably around the $370, $380 price. And I would definitely recommend either one of these guns. They're both good guns. They've both, actually the 380 so far has functioned flawlessly. 0 issues. I haven't taken this guy to the range, but I assume that's going to be perfect. And I am super excited to get it out and shoot. So guys, Smith&Wesson M&P SHIELD 9mm, BODYGUARD 380, they're both great guns. So, and this is just a real quick comparison on size and features, and if you should upgrade or downgrade down to a smaller gun or a larger gun. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. This is Chad from C&R Reviews. Have a nice day.